Welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August. I need to put my table close to my face. August the 13th, 2024. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw because we got two segments, interesting segments, and we got a match that got added to the Bash in Berlin. Well, I want to tell you guys what match got added. We're going to have Damian Priest teaming up with Rhea Ripley to versus Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. I already knew this match was going to happen because Rhea's not done with Dominic and Liv Morgan. And Damian Priest just has a problem with the whole Judgment Day. But he has a problem with Finn Balor, but Finn Balor doesn't want to show up. He doesn't want to have a match with Damian Priest. He just wants to backstab him every single time. So Damian Priest has to get what he needs to get. He already had a match with JD. He's having a match with Carlito. Now he gets a match with Dominic Mysterio. And ladies and gentlemen, we might see a heel Xavier Woods. We might see that. We might see it. Next week, we have a 6-man tag team match. Odyssey Jones will team up with the New Day. Is something going to happen there? I will tell you guys more because Odyssey Jones had his debut match. And I'll tell you guys more about the 6-man tag team match and why it kind of got made. And we next week will be Sheamus will be versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is done with Sheamus. He wasn't under the wing of Sheamus. He says Sheamus is under his wing when he first came to the main roster. And he was called a stupid name called Butch. And he doesn't want to hear that name again. And then Pete Dunne, when the Lawler Kaiser was talking to Sheamus, Pete Dunne just attacked Sheamus with a shillelagh. And then he smashed this shillelagh onto Sheamus' hand. So that's why we're getting that match. And we found out what's going to happen with Bronson Reed. He had a match. But ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins is injured once again. He has cracked ribs and a whole bunch of bleeding. You saw how his mouth, he was bleeding. So, and no Y6 because Chad Gable wasn't there. He was, I believe he was in Paris for the Olympics. He's watching the Olympics. So yeah, we'll tell you guys more about that. Well, they did have a video of Bo Dallas and talking about the Y6 and their debut match and all that stuff. But Chad Gable's not done with the Y6. He says he needs to come back to Monday Night Raw and finish with the Y6. So it looks like the Y6 doesn't care about the Creed brothers. They're just there because Chad Gable asked them to. But I think the Y6 just wants Chad Gable. Because remember, he's the one left his family, the Alpha Academy, not the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers didn't leave Ivy Nile. They didn't leave anyone. They didn't betray anyone. It's only Chad Gable that did. So I guess the Y6 is just wants Chad Gable. That's what I think. We had a whole bunch of interviews. We got Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Jey Uso hyping up Sami Zayn for his title match and all that stuff. We got interviews. We got a whole bunch of things backstage. But let's talk about the segments. We got Randy Orton coming out talking about his match at Bash in Berlin facing Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then he got interrupted by Gunther. He has some things to say, but he wants to make this match personal by making fun, talking trash about Randy Orton's family. But I think he's talking about his grandfather, his grandpa, and his dad, saying they were all failures and all that stuff. And then he said Randy Orton is the biggest failure in his family. Randy Orton was about to RKO Gunther until they got interrupted by Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre doesn't understand why Randy Orton from SmackDown getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. But he told Adam Pearce that I will do a favor for you. I will handle this. And remember what Bronson Reed said last week. He's going to handle it. He's going to get his opportunity. He's going to make his path. And what he did, he attacked Seth Rollins. And Drew McIntyre came out, and Randy Orton RKO Gunther. And then Drew McIntyre was getting his shirt ready. He was getting ready to fight until CM Punk attacks him. And then we had a brawl between Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre took off his belt, off his pants, a belt to whack CM Punk with it. CM Punk reversal it. And he starts whipping Drew McIntyre with the belts. And then Drew McIntyre ran away through the audience. But ladies and gentlemen, why Drew McIntyre came out? Because he thought CM Punk was being late. Because CM Punk told Adam Pearce that he's running late because of travel issues. But he wasn't, because that's what Captain Kelly said. We rode on the same plane. I didn't have travel issues. So CM Punk lied about that because he knows that if CM Punk is there on Raw, he knows Drew McIntyre is not going to show up. So that's why he told a little white lie to get his hands on Drew McIntyre and his little bracelets that has his dog and his wife's name on it. Ladies and gentlemen, and then he holds up the belt and he says he knows a way to make everybody happy. I think we're going to have like a strap match. Will Adam Pearce make that happen? He has to make it happen. Finally end this between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This rivalry feels like MJF and CM Punk, but the E version. Because AEW used dog collars, right? Dog collar match for their match to end the rivalry for MJF and CM Punk. But if this is going to be a strap match, I think it would be awesome to see as well. It's an interesting rivalry. So that's happening there. And then we got Rhea Ripley coming out to start off the show. She wants to talk about Dominic and Liv Morgan and how much what they did and all that stuff. So she called out Dominic, and then Liv Morgan and Dominic on top of the dang where the audience is. They have a lot to say, talk trash about Rhea Ripley. Dominic explained why he chose Liv Morgan over her because he wasn't getting treated like a man and all that stuff, and he has to call a woman a mommy. But now he has a woman that calls him daddy. I know that sounds wrong for me to say. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he's happy for that he could be himself. His little crybaby self that runs away from Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest a million times. Yep, you're a man, Dominic. You do the same thing when you're part of the Judgment Day. You run. You run like a little coward. How is that any different? You're like JD. His excuse for to join the Judgment Day, I don't want to take hits for people. I didn't want to get hits for Damian Priest. You do it for Finn Balor now. So your excuse of joining this Judgment Day doesn't mean anything. So I don't know, but yeah. So Rhea Ripley was laughing because she says, "You guys are talking loud, so we know where you are." And Liv Morgan and Dominic didn't know what that means, so there was a curtain behind them, and Damian Priest came out from that curtain and was behind Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. They looked behind them, and Dominic got destroyed by Damian. Damian was putting him on top of the stairs. Liv Morgan ran away, doesn't care about Dominic at all. And she doesn't know where she goes. Damian's on top of there. Rhea Ripley's down there. Where's she going to go? So when Damian Priest was fighting Dominic Mysterio in where the audience is, where they get their food and go to washroom, stuff like that. And then Liv Morgan jumps on Damian Priest trying to stop him. Stop hurting Dominic until Rhea Ripley came out. And then Liv Morgan ran away again. But Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio was brawling, but mostly Damian Priest was destroying Dominic. And they went to the ring and Carlito came out. I don't know what this guy was wearing. And he looked like he had like some medical problem with his arm. Because he had like a little strap thing on him. I don't know what happened to him. But Carlito didn't help either. Carlito got clotheslined out of the ring. So now we have our first match. Damian Priest versus Carlito. in a match, and I thought it was a pretty decent match. It was an okay match, not pretty decent, but it was okay. But the winner of that match was Damian Priest, and then the rest of the Judgment Day attacked Damian Priest. And then here comes Rhea Ripley coming out to save Damian Priest. They just took everybody else. And then Finn Balor got face-to-face with Rhea Ripley. And then Damian Priest was about to hit Finn Balor. Here comes JD, push Finn Balor away. He gets hits. You are not really making anything better because your little excuse didn't work out. Because you're still doing the same thing. And then Rhea Ripley told him to do the Self of Heaven. And then they hugged it out. But Dominic was about to jump on them off the turnbuckle. And then he got caught with a choke slam. He got caught by the choke. And then Rhea Ripley was about to do the Riptide onto Dominic until Liv Morgan pulled him out. I was so happy because Dominic was getting beat up. He's one of those guys that likes to talk a big game, but he can't fight it. He can't fight back. He can't walk to walk, talk to talk. I forgot the saying. But he can't do that. He can't fight back. The guy's like a little baby. He has to be somewhere far away to talk trash to somebody. He doesn't go to face. He has to go far away, then he talks trash. And then when the guy gets up to him, he cries and he begs not to get hurt until his little friends help him out. He's one of those guys. He's like, I don't like those guys because you open your big mouth. Please actually do something with your actions, because you talk trash, but you can't fight back. You can't fight with your word. You can't. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you can't fight. He just has a big mouth, but he can't fight back. But now he has to fight back at Bash in Berlin because he has a match teaming up with Liv Morgan to versus Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. I already knew that was going to happen. That match. Then we have Odyssey Jones versus a jobber guy from a performance center. Odyssey Jones gets the win. And then Final Testament came out, as Xavier Woods still doesn't look like he's happy. Final Testament came out, and Karen Cross said that Kofi Kingston is trying to replace Big E. That's what I thought. And then he told Xavier Woods, no, Kofi Kingston is trying to replace you with Odyssey Jones. So, I believe Karen Cross issued a challenge first. No, I think it was Xavier Woods trying to make a tag team match. But Kofi Kingston says no, because we all know that whoever's outside the ring is going to get involved. So, let's do a 6-man tag team match. The Final Testament versus New Day and Odyssey Jones. Xavier Woods still not happy about that. I think he's going to betray Kofi Kingston or Odyssey Jones. He's going to hit Odyssey Jones and walk out and let Kofi get beat up. Or he's going to betray the whole team. That's what I think of what's going to happen next week. Well, we have the Creed Brothers versus the Alpha Academy in a Texas Tornado Tag Team match. I thought it was a pretty decent match, but I was confused. Why is everybody bleeding? Because Otis had a busted open ear, and then out of nowhere, Julius Creed's hand was all red with blood. Like, where's everybody bleeding from? How did they bleed? But it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was the Creed Brothers because of Ivy Nile. She just turned on. She betrayed Maxine Dupree. If you guys didn't see in the backstage, Ivy Nile tried to make Maxine Dupree join American Made. But Maxine chose Alpha Academy. She says, they're my family. But Ivy says, you picked it. And then she attacked Maxine Dupree. Did a Dragon Sleeper onto the announce table to distract Otis and Akira Tozawa. And they lost to the Creed Brothers. And then we got Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, no contendership to the women's tag team titles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, nobody won this match because Io Sky got shoved into the chair with elbow fire, and then Io Sky dug, and Zoe Stark accidentally hit elbow fire with a super kick. And then when Io Sky was about to win, elbow fire and Island Dawn attack both teams. So next week there's going to be a triple threat tag team match for the women's tag team titles. Sonya Deville, they have a team name now, but I forgot what their team name is. I had to get used to it. So it would be Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Elbow Fire and Island Dawn versus Damon's Control as well in the triple threat women's tag team championship match. And then we got Bronson Reed versus The Miz. Well, this was R-Truth's fault because he told Miz, I got you a title shot against Braun for the Intercontinental Championship. But Miz, remember that Sami Zayn has a title shot later on tonight. And then there was a TV screen that shows Miz who he's facing. And it was Bronson Reed. Because Bronson Reed told Adam Pearce, you give me a Pullman or I'm going to choose another victim. So I guess he found a Pullman, and that's The Miz. Miz was upset. He was getting mad at R-Truth, but Randy Orton came out to Miz and he tried to hype him up that you could do this. And Miz walked away, and R-Truth says, you really think he could do this? And Randy said, no, I don't think so. But ladies and gentlemen, the match was okay. The winner of that match was Bronson Reed. But R-Truth tried to stop Bronson Reed not to do the tsunami. But Bronson Reed didn't care, so he did a tsunami onto R-Truth while he was standing. And then he did multiple more. Like, he wouldn't listen to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce was mad. I think I saw a vein popping on his head. He got mad. But ladies and gentlemen, R-Truth got the same thing what Seth Rollins got. Multiple tsunamis. R-Truth is gone, and now Miz, maybe Miz is happy because now R-Truth's screw-ups is not going to help screw up his career. His matches now, right? I don't know. Miz would be happy about it. We got two legends that showed up. Surprising. I don't know why they showed up. We got Candice Michelle showed up during the women's tag team match, and Mark Henry and his son Jacob Henry was shown on TV. It was Mark Henry's first time back on WTV. That's pretty cool. And then we got Oba Femi showed up as well. Why? I don't know. He has an open challenge for his North American title. Anyone could answer it. TNA, Raw, SmackDown, anyone. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. We have a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Intercontinental Championship. We got Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn got the 1 pin, the first ball. Congrats for Sami. This was a pretty decent match. Braun Breaker got the second ball with 2 spears. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, after a spear out of nowhere into mid-air, and still your Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker. These guys destroyed each other. My goodness. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm still waiting for my package to show up. I don't know when it's coming to deliver. I'm hoping I get to show you guys what I got. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's another belt. But I think it's a pretty cool belt to get. I'm thinking of one more belt. And then we're going to stop for a couple months. Because maybe on Amazon we'll have more different belts. Because I've been seeing the same belts. The ones I don't want. But there is one I do want. But I want... the one I really want was the Spinner Belt WWE Championship. Couldn't find it. So I had to replace that one. I thank God there's another one that I want, and it's on there. So I'm hoping that maybe in a couple of months they will have that spinner belt on Amazon. So I'm hoping. Wait a couple of months. Maybe when it's December. Who knows? I don't know. But there's this belt I want to get. Waiting for it to come. And then we got another one that I want to get as well, and I will unbox it for you guys if it comes in when I do a video. like these kind of videos, because Thursdays I don't do videos. I don't do video. I do TNAs on Friday. I don't do on Thursdays. So yeah, I don't got no video for Thursday. I hope it doesn't come out. It doesn't come to me on Thursdays. I'm hoping it will be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, or if there's a pay-per-view. I'm hoping, but if it's on Thursday or Saturday and Sunday, that because those are normally, I don't do videos. Saturday and Sunday is sometimes because of pay-per-views. So I'm hoping that the last championship I'm getting comes out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. That's what I'm hoping. Because I don't know when I'm going to order it. I know it's going to be somewhere like the last week of August. That's when I want to get it or order it. I don't know when it's going to come. It might be on September. But that's when I want to order it, the last week of August. So I want to see what we're going to do here. I don't know when this package is coming out. The one that I did order like last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. I'm still waiting for that one to come out as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys for NXT results. See what Wesley has to say about betraying Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. Will Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz come out for revenge? What's going to happen? And who's going to do the open challenge for Obafemi? And I'm still waiting for Machine Guns to show up. People are saying they might, but there is a tag team title match. They could come out and scout the tag teams. Andre JCU and Axiom and Axiom and Nathan Frazier. What am I saying Pavement Ackner for? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I'm hoping Lucha Bros are still on AEW. I can't wait. I can't say I want them to debut because they're still on AEW. I don't know when their contract expires. But that's all me today. Tyler's out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.